thanks for taking out a few minutes just to discuss with us about don't shoot the messenger. The question I've got for you is, what do you know about the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him? He was a Muslim. All right, that's good. Fantastic. What about yourself?
I said that he was a prophet and a messenger, and everyone looked up to him, really.
So you believe it? Do you think that he was a prophet and messenger?
Well, like, yeah.
Yeah.
I think the movie in YouTube was really wrong.
You feel that the movie was really, really wrong?
Everyone's reaction to it was just really bad.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's had a fit over it, really.
Exactly. We agree as well. So what we want to really do is tell you a bit about him. Because the question is, look, if there is a man, there's not, in history, thousands of people have claimed to be a prophet of God, right? They get a bit of money, you know, they can do that. But if somebody really claims to be a prophet of God, how do you know if he's really telling the truth? You see? Because in reality, either he's lying, either he's deluded, in other words, he's somebody that thinks he is but he's really not, or that he's telling the truth. Now, we've got good reasons to say that he was actually truthful. Now, the question is, firstly, let's analyze this. Was he a liar, right? What does a liar want? If somebody is going to lie to be a prophet, what do you think he would want? Money.
Be
famous.
Everyone to look up to him, listen to what he says.
Okay, excellent. What about yourself? What do you think?
Well, I don't really think it was a liar, but like, even like, are you Muslim?
I'm a Muslim, yes.
If you have read the Quran,
Yes.
it says in Quran, even in the Quran, it says Prophet Isa.
Yes.
He was a prophet as well.
Okay.
Of God as well.
Yes.
So I don't think it would be a lie.
Okay. So are you Muslim yourself?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. And what religion do you follow?
I don't really follow any religion. I mean, like back in school and stuff, we do RS and that, but
Right.
I don't really follow anyone. I'm not really.
Do you believe in God?
I don't know. My grandparents do quite strongly, and when I was younger, I used to go to like church for Christmas. I went there 3 or 4 times, but I don't really believe in. I don't know. I don't really have like a say in anything. So.
Okay, interesting. See, as mentioned, the Prophet, peace be upon him. Let's just go back to that. He himself, he could have said that, look, I'm going to prophet, and he wants money, he wants wealth, he wants women. In fact, the kings at the rulers at the time, because they knew him very well, somebody honest and trustworthy, they said to him, look, if you want the money, we'll give you all the money. If you want status, we'll make you among the highest of us. If you want the women, we'll give you the nicest women, right? They will give you everything. And he basically says, look, I don't want none of this. I've got a message to deliver. And this is the message of all the prophets of the past. Moses, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Jesus, all had this message to believe in one God. And he said that we need to follow this one creator. First question is, how do we know God exists? Yeah, I've got 2 reasons that I know that God exists. Basically, think of it this way. Have you ever studied science, right? What did Edwin Hubble discover in 1929 about the universe? Yeah? He discovered that the universe is expanding. And this was such a miraculous discovery because scientists used to think that the universe has always been here. But what this means is that if this universe is expanding and we were to record this on a DVD, it means that at one time, 14 billion years ago, the universe was nothing. As the Cambridge astronomer Fred Hoyle said, the universe has shrunk down to nothing at all. So the question I've got for you guys, where did the universe come from?
God.
Huh? God, okay. What about you?
Yeah, probably the same actually.
Okay.
Although it is true that scientists can prove like how the Big Bang created the world and stuff, but that doesn't really explain how it's expanding.
Well, the scientists know that the Big Bang came about. They understand how the scientific process was. What they don't know is where it came from. What was before the Big Bang? Because it could have either come from nothing, it could have created itself, or it could have a creator. Could the universe have come from nothing? Tell me something. Can a camera just pop out in front of you from nothing?
No.
Right. If something that can't pop out from nothing, why would the universe pop out from nothing? Yeah. Could this universe created itself?
Maybe like God created this.
Okay. So that's the third option. Yeah. But some say, oh, what if it created itself? But that's like saying a mother gave birth to herself. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. No. So there must have been a creator that is different from creation that put us into existence, right? So this is what Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, said, that there's this one creator and he's put us all into existence. So the thing is, he couldn't have been a liar, right? Because he never had the characteristics of somebody that lies. He wasn't after worldly gain. In fact, I think it was Michael J. White or something like this, a historian wrote a book, 100 Most Influential Men in History. He put Muhammad as number 1, right, through studying. Now imagine the most influential man in history having a big hat, a big castle, living the life, right? All the women, he never had none of that. He chose to live a life of struggle, being kicked out of his land, being stoned. For what? For the message that there should be one God. Doesn't have the proof of a liar. Well, could he have been deluded, believing that maybe I am a prophet, but he really isn't? And I would say that doesn't make sense, because there's a book that is from God called the Quran. Have you ever read the Quran yourself?
No, I've studied it a couple of times.
You study it? Okay, good, that's good. Have you read the Quran?
Well, I haven't, but my father told me more.
Your father told you a bit about the Quran?
Like, the things like which scientists like discover now,
yes.
Most of them are written in the Quran.
Exactly, yeah. So they must be from God. Yeah, okay, that's fantastic. So what he's saying is that, look, the Quran is not just a book saying believe in it. We've got solid reasons to show it's from God, right? Now, some of these reasons are, for example, in the Quran it talks about, which was revealed to Muhammad 1,400 years ago, that the universe is expanding. But hold on, we just found that in 1929. Yeah, it talks about how the mountains have root-like pegs, like stakes. When the scientists had discovered that, that's completely true. What machinery did they know to know what's underneath? If we look at the salt and sweet water, there's an invisible barrier which the Quran talks about. What instruments did they have? It talks about every little detail in the mother's womb, how a baby is formed accurately. Where did they have the telescopes? But the Quran's not saying about that. It's saying, look, when you think about these things, it gets you to realize that there's a creator behind it. But it also shows evidence to show that this Quran could not be written by a human being. Does that make sense? So the Quran is from God. It's a book that was revealed for you, for me, for us to follow. As our guidebook, just so like you've got a mobile phone. You get a manual with it. Tells you what the purpose is for it, what's good for it, what's bad for it. In the same way, the Quran tells us our purpose in life is to follow the one creator, follow his guidance, and follow the messenger, Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. If you follow this, and you follow the creator, then you go to paradise. This life is short, yeah? You go to paradise, this isn't just it. But if we just follow our own desires and our own whims and just submit to this world, become products of society, then there's hellfire, right? However, there's a day of judgment when God is going to question. We're going to stand in front of God and he's going to look at if we followed him or if we followed our own desires, women, money, wealth, do you see? So the reality is that now you know God exists. You know that the Quran is a book that has to be from God and it's from you. Coming back to the Prophet Muhammad, was he a liar? No, we don't. He was a liar. Why? He didn't have a profile to be a liar. Was he deluded? A deluded man can't come up with something so miraculous like the Quran. Therefore, what was he? And he was telling the truth. You see? So, do you agree with that? Do you believe that there's one God and Muhammad is a prophet of God?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know how to become a Muslim? Your friend's a Muslim. Do you know how to become Muslim?
Not at all.
To become a Muslim, you do exactly what you just said. You say that there's one God and that Muhammad's a prophet of God, and then you follow the guidance by just praying to God, connecting with God, and praying and connecting with him, just like Jesus, Moses and Abraham did, and all the prophets. If you accept this, then you're somebody that connects with God and you'll get paradise. Put it this way, bro, death can be at any point. Yeah? How old are you?
17.
17, you are? Bro, today, there's 2 17-year-olds in this world have died. Yeah? You see, there's 2 17-year-olds that have died, but the reality is that, look, on that day, now they're going to get questioned. But God's seeing this as a sign for you that, look, you've just come here and you've just connected with us, and what we've got here makes more sense than you already believed. Do you agree with that? Yeah? So you've got this opportunity to connect with, to become a Muslim, somebody that you believes in God, and then start learning more about the Quran, learning how to pray, and then you join a brotherhood within Islam. Yeah? So are you ready to join the Brotherhood of Islam? By just saying what you've said, that there's one God and Muhammad is the Prophet? Yeah. Okay, cool. Alright. First, what you do, just going to say in Arabic, then in English. Okay? So just copy me, follow me. Say, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasul Allah. I bear witness that there is no God worthy of worship except Allah, and I bear witness that Muhammad is the Prophet and Messenger, is a Prophet of Allah. That's it, bro. You're Muslim, man.
Takbir.
MashaAllah. No. MashaAllah.
Takbir.